Nigerian fishermen, right? They went fishing, right? Trying to feed the village. These cunts caught. Good morning, pussies.
What's cracking?
We're man down again. Is that a wedding?
Yeah.
So Joey K
is
not with us today.
Back to us too.
It's back to the duo.
You know, I had no points leading up until like yesterday. I found so much stuff. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I found a couple.
I got a few, man. Before we start, I want to clarify. Last episode, Joey went on a story about a dear friend of the show, Tori B, shitting in a store in Beijing. I just want to clarify. She was a bit unhappy. She did not shit in the store. Joey's story, the way he worded the story, made it sound like Tori was the one.
I didn't catch that vibe at all. I didn't think that it was her.
I did at first, but then when I listened back to it, and Joey's saying you can tell there's a girl in there. He's saying from Tori's perspective.
Yeah.
You can see in the woman's bathroom.
Yeah.
But anyway, I did think he was talking about Tori. That's why I said she's not the first one to do that, and I'm sure she won't be the last. But just to clarify, Tori, we got you. She didn't shit on the floor in Beijing.
I reckon she did.
Someone else
just
did.
to cover up. Fucking liar.
Oh, man. I'm feeling good. I'm happy.
Yeah, what's been going on, man?
Oh, you know, same old, working hard, doing shit, getting shit done. Thank you to everyone tuning into the show. It's been popping off lately.
Oh, yeah.
No cap, man, for real. A lot of people interested in what we're doing. A lot of people happy with what we're doing.
Let me just check that this is all connected. We've got some Bluetooth happening. Yes, we do. Yes, boys. Perfect. So let me just check SpeakPipes, see if we got any. I definitely know we would have. Oh my god, okay, we got a whole bunch. Holy shit. Oh, we got some from fucking Mega again, Personal Space, Holloway, Viking, Pablo. Yeah, beautiful. All right, man, we'll get through those. Yeah, so what's the sitch, man? How's work? How's your week been? Any news? What's going on?
Good week, man. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna announce something. I'm not gonna give too much away because you have to wait. But I have a very, very exciting project. It's one song, but it's a huge song. All right. Me and the homie Jazz are working on it. Jazz and I already got our verses, but this is gonna be a huge track. A lot of names, a lot of big names, a lot of cool names. It's gonna be a fun track. All I'm gonna say is listen to Tech Nine's Worldwide Choppers, and then you can look forward to what I got coming. Me and Jazz, man, I've had this idea for a long time, and I brought it up to Jazz, and he loved it, and we started getting to work straight away, and it's turning out fucking amazing, man. So look forward to it. Still early days, we're working hard, but it shouldn't take too long. I have a good feeling. It's going to be huge, all right? Look forward to that. Also, music, other tracks. I've done a lot of features over the past couple of weeks. They should be coming out slowly. Shout out Personal Space, Megalodon, with the Shallow Waters EP, which dropped when? Yesterday. I did a feature for Personal Space. I don't think it's on the EP, but that will be coming out too, I think, on his personal project.
Yeah.
Like his solo.
Yeah, sick. I'm down to listen to a song or two from the Shallow Waters as well.
I haven't listened to it yet, the EP, because I said I'll save, or obviously they released some tracks as singles that I've heard, like Till I Die and I forget the name of the other one.
Shallow Waters.
Shallow Waters, that's why I forget the name. But, so I told him, we'll listen to a song or two on the podcast, man. We'll give you first reaction.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, okay, fuck.
How about you, man? What's going on? What's in your life?
Just fucking chilling, man. Working and then getting home and then working, man. I'm just fucking focusing, trying to grow the bank account, which is fucking happening slowly. Just fucking great.
It's an uphill battle.
Oh yeah. It's hectic because it's like, it feels like it's 3 steps forward, 1 step back. Because obviously, you're going to lose some money here and there, and you all know what I'm talking about. But you'll lose money and then you'll make money. You'll make it back and then you lose 100 and then you make 400, and then you lose 50 or 60 or 100, and then so it's cool. Like it's not. For once, it feels like I'm not doing 3 steps back, 1 step forward. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah.
I feel a bit like that too, man. My whole life I've been kind of scraping by, but I'm really knuckling down. We're getting things done. It feels good. Everything feels good with the label, with the music, all the merch. Everything we're doing is kind of just on a steady climb. Has been for a while, but it just feels good to finally get especially with the podcast. The weekly thing we've been doing with the podcast has been awesome because we have so many people that have been hitting us up, saying how much they're enjoying the show. Even the speak pipe, like just the range of people leaving voice messages.
Yeah, it's
fucking awesome, man. So thank you guys. Sick. We're glad you enjoyed
Appreciate it. All right, should we start with a couple speak pipes?
Yeah, I was going to say, let's go. Let's see.
Let's start with a couple.
I did do Instagram and I do got some points, but we'll get through it, man. It's only 2 of us. We can munch through a lot.
Guys, what's up? Friendly Fire TGM. Love what you're doing. Supercoach Experience Savs here. I've got some bold predictions for you. Tommy Trbojevic on Thursday night, he's going to score 3 tries. So put it in your multi, put it down, go on Picklebet. We've got a bloody code for you. You could even just jump on our website, Supercoach Experience on Instagram. But lads, the important issue I have to bring across to you here. I was thinking about it the other day. Does it make you really sad knowing that life and Earth is just one day not going to be here? Like, surely Earth doesn't stay around forever. Like, what's its shelf life and what does the future look like? I know you guys like getting into a bit of mischief and a bit of rogue chat like that. Love to hear your thoughts, lads. Keep doing what you're doing. Love your stuff.
Yes, Jay. Hey. So shout out fucking VSAS, bro. Supercoach Experience. Mr. Meagley's on that pod as well. Which is a beautiful prediction because I'm pretty sure Tom Trbojevic did score 2 tries. I'm not too sure if he got the 3rd. And on Supercoach, if you had him, he scored. He scored pretty big on Supercoach. So if any of you are interested in Supercoach, leave any comments and stuff. I'm having a go of it this year. So it's quite fun. You know, it makes you kind of want to watch the footy, even like the shit teams, like the Tigers was Bulldogs. I'd never watch it, but because I've got a couple of Tigers players or Bulldogs players, it makes you kind of watch the game. You have a beer, you're like, oh yeah, cool. Like, so it's cool. You know, what man doesn't like sport? So shout out to Supercoach Experience. I'll leave the link in the descriptions for this episode. I just love how we started off with the Supercoach and then it just went to like, the world's going to end. Like, whoa, like, holy fuck.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, fuck. Well, yeah, I mean, scientifically, it's impossible for Earth to be around forever, right? It wasn't here at one point. So they say. Like, the sun we're getting closer to the sun, like, every year, slowly. And eventually we're just going to cook. So
well, nothing lasts forever. We're just going to go back to the energy where we came. You know, it all must go back to source. So whatever happens, man, we're going to be right, you know, whether it's tomorrow or in 10 years, 20 years, 150,000 years.
Can you imagine the agonizing death it would be that one day you just wake up and you just feel like you're really hot and then you see on the news, it's official, we're too close to the sun and cunts are just like combusting into flames and shit. That'd be the worst way to die, eh?
I think it'd be quick, man. I don't know. Most of the big worldwide catastrophes would probably be a pretty quick death. You know what's fucked up too? They discover asteroids all the time that they didn't know was there before. So they could tomorrow look and find an asteroid.
Like, oh, fuck,
seriously.
Like,
like, literally, on its way to Earth. They've discovered one that's in 2047 or some shit is going to be really close. And they only discovered that fucking not long ago. It's like, fucking hell, man. What if tomorrow they just see a massive fucking meteor hurtle towards Earth?
Wait, I'm telling you, I said that story on an episode not long ago. In 2012, there's records of this, bro. In 2012, there was an asteroid that was going to kill us, and they decided to keep it under wraps to not cause a panic, and they were going to leave it to the last minute to tell us, but then it ended up diverting its course. And then they told everyone 2 years later. Like, oh yeah, by the way, in 2012, we almost got wiped out. Like, what the hell do you mean? Like, that's fucking nuts, bro.
And it's like, it's not like it's never happened. It happened to the fucking dinosaurs. It's happened before. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Let's go. So again, shout out to Supercoach, man. Awesome speak pipe. Now we got this one titled "The Phone Debate." Who was this?
What's good, FireCast? So I was just thinking, right? I got a Samsung, not the best fucking range of Samsung. I know people that have iPhones. Both seem to have a very common problem. So you buy, let's say, the new iPhone or the new Samsung comes out, yeah, you buy that phone, you wait 2 years, and then you start having a bit of problems. Even if you buy it, I don't know if it's just me. It starts having all these weird glitches, and the battery starts to drain quicker. I don't know if phones are meant to have expiry dates like fucking your groceries and shit. It's just pretty annoying. What are people supposed to do? Just fucking waste like $1,000, and they're just getting more and more expensive for fucking. You're buying a fucking box to fucking call people with, and people are spending like $1,000 on phones. Like, I don't know if you got iPhone, you got Samsung, whatever. It's just I don't know what it is, man. It's just fucked. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. This has been a thing for ages. So Apple, I don't know if this is 100% confirmed, but you know that with Apple, as the updates keep coming out regularly over the years, the older updates bug out and they glitch. And it's a thing that they do to force you into updating the new update or perhaps getting a new phone. You know, there's always that one cunt who like, for some reason loves, I don't know, iPhone update number 9, but we're up to number 25 for something. Like he's just he's just trying to make a statement. Like same with producers. You see on YouTube still to this day, we're up to now like FL Studio 2022 or whatever the fuck it is. We're in the 20s now. FL Studio come out when it was like FL Studio 9, and you just got this handful of cunts that are still using like FL 11. And it's like old as it's shit. It runs crap. And it's like, why are you still using that garbage when we're 10 years down the track? Oh, because I like the audio acoustics of FL9. Like, no, dickhead. You're just being an idiot. Like, FL25 is hectic. It runs way better. It looks way better. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with the phones and shit like that. So I reckon it's definitely something that Apple do where they probably say, all right. So example, if we're up to update now, say example, iPhone update iOS 16 or 17, they'd probably say they've already got the next 10 updates already ready and they're testing them. So then next year they'll go update number 17 point whatever. And then by the time we're in 2024, this update 16 starts slowing down, starts disconnecting to servers and shit like that. So it forces people into the upgrade. Which I reckon they definitely do that. So I do understand what he's saying.
I think that is confirmed, isn't it? That you get charging problems and shit. Well, I'm a Samsung guy, always have been. S22 Ultra with the pen.
It's cracked.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cracked.
It's covered in cracks.
Look at that. You get this pen, man. You can do some cool shit with this. And I've seen an ad, right, with the new Google Pixel, I believe it is, right? Have you seen what you can do on the new Google Pixel? I always see this ad, right? Say I take a photo, right, and there's a fucking dog in the foreground or something, and I want to get rid of the dog. You can like color in the dog, and it uses AI to remove the dog, and like it takes the dog out of your photo, and it replaces it with like just more grass and shit. Like it looks exactly like you can take shit out of the picture.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Which is crazy.
You do that on the phone.
And at phones these days, you can't. They use like AI to freaking like sharpen up your selfies and shit. Like they change your face and how you look and shit automatically, and you can't take it off. Like phones, everything's just getting more and more fake. It's fucking bizarre, man. But anyway,
it's fucking scary. And not to mention too that did you see that they've now already have released the newer version of ChatGPT, like GPT-4 or whatever?
I got that written down,
bro. So I didn't even know that ChatGPT was only giving you information on text. I didn't know that.
Now it can see images.
Now it can actually use images and video and audio. That's fucked. So already what he was doing was crazy. Imagine now. Fuck, man.
So the new ChatGPT, right? GPT-4. It is mind-blowing. So now the old ChatGPT could only do 4,000 words. Now it does over 25,000 words.
Fuck.
You can show it a meme, and it'll describe to you what makes a meme funny.
Oh, man.
Like an example, they showed it a picture of like a big stack of balloons, and the ChatGPT said if you cut the strings, the balloons will fly away. Like it's just from the image. And then you can show it a picture of food, and it'll give you recipes to do with all the ingredients in the picture. It placed right in the top 90th percentile of like the bar exam, and it's passing all these exams like in the 99th percentile, the 90th percentile, all these like the world's hardest exams and tests. It's fucking placing like at the top. It is insane. And they used it, right, they used it to recreate the game Pong within 1 minute. So within 1 minute, it coded Pong. Like, it made Pong, the game.
Yeah.
It could do that in under a minute. So, like, coding, all these jobs are on the line right now.
Oh, yeah.
The world we're living in is changing crazily right now. I saw a video earlier today or yesterday of this dude flying. He had like these fucking big arm cannons on and like a jetpack, and he's flying around, bro. I could show you the video. He's fucking flying, and I've been seeing these jetpack things, and they're just getting better and better. And this fucking guy's flying on a jetpack, and everyone's just normal, like commenting, like, "Oh wow, look at it, bro! What the fuck, man? We're living in Futurama, man." I don't know how I feel about this GPT stuff, because what makes me concerned is how people are reacting to all this stuff. Like, nothing's happening. Have you seen these memes I've been seeing on TikTok? I actually love these videos. I always like them and follow them, where it's the presidents. They're using AI voices of the presidents, and then it's got like gameplay, and it's like they're in a Discord call and they're playing. It's like Donald Trump talking to Obama and Biden and shit.
Okay, yeah,
and they're roasting each other and they talk.
Well, they're playing games.
Then
and
it sounds like, bro, it's fucking crazy times, man.
But like, people are using Joe Rogan's clips from his podcast, but they're using AI to change what he's saying and shit. And you couldn't even tell unless you look through the comments to realize that it's AI. It's fucking scary.
And I've seen
we could be AI right now.
You wouldn't know.
And you guys would not fucking know.
And you know why it's so good at Joe Rogan in particular? Is because the more hours of you talking it has to use, the better the AI is going to be at mimicking your voice. So us, FireCast, would be very easy to mimic.
Oh, fuck
AI.
yeah. They could make us fucking look like we're fucking hailing Hitler and shit with all the words we've been saying and shit like that, bro. Fuck, man.
And I've seen ones of like, it says new Drake song and shit, and it's like AI voice of Drake singing like the Family Guy theme song and shit.
Fuck, man.
And that's the fucked up thing, is that these are regular people using this technology to make fucking dumb memes and shit. Like, it's that easily accessible.
And it makes you wonder, if these people put so much effort into trying to learn a new skill than to make a stupid meme, these guys would be rich. We'd have more self-made millionaires than ever before.
But that's the thing, it's not hard though. It's easy. That's why they're doing it. So they wouldn't be rich. They're using their time. They're they're not geniuses.
But not every Tom, Dick and Harry can do it, because the first thing, right?
It takes effort.
This is why, again, older people, they're doomed, right? Because they're so old school, especially at work. Every time I'll talk to like a homie from work and that, because we do work with a few older men, and they're great guys. We have an awesome time together. We always laugh and mucking around. It makes the job easier, right? But every time we're talking about, the podcast, they'll ask me questions about the podcast or music or anything to do with the computer. They all say the same thing. Nah, I can't use a computer. I'm not tech savvy. I'm like, well, it's not hard, bro. Like, it's really not that. Like, I'm not smart guy. Yeah, me no smart.
I'm not smart guy.
Me no smart guy. I'm not a smart guy.
I'm not smart guy.
I'm not a smart guy by any means. And we're doing all this shit, bro. It's not that fucking hard. If you just dedicate a little bit of time, but the old people say, nah, I can't do that. No, I'm not tech savvy. I'm not this.
Well, it's
what I mean? Like, they're doomed.
It's funny you say that, because I can't do this stuff. I can't do this. I can't do this. You know how to do this. I can't do the music. You know how to do it. Like, there's things but that's because I haven't put the time and the effort in to learn. Like, if
you'd be able to, easy.
But
easy, bro. It's literally, I could train a nutless monkey to edit this podcast. Nutless fucking monkey. Honestly, I might fucking hire one when I'm rich. We'll call him Bobo. Holy fuck! What the hell?
That's just a monkey name.
What the hell? That was weird.
Wow, that's
a very monkey name.
Yeah,
Anyway, fuck.
Play another speak pipe, man.
I'm sure the next 10 is Zexa. Shout out you, man.
You get this right. I kind of think the government is endorsing people to start selling drugs, because look at it now. Everything's going up. Everything's, getting more and more expensive. Look what happened in the US. What did in the US? People started, selling whatever, make a couple grand. It's going to get like this in Australia too. That's why in Mexico, they have the cartel and all that because selling drugs to get by day-to-day life makes them a lot of money, and in Mexico they're pretty poor. Anyway, it's probably going to get like that in Australia if we don't do something about it. My theory is the government, they're trying to see like how poor people can get and like what they'll do during the the crisis of everything's going up. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it makes sense or not. I don't know if you disagree, agree. I know Joey's face last time was kind of funny, but yeah. My point is like kind of explaining. They're trying to make people move into doing weird shit. Yeah. Even like it's either girls lead to selling their bodies, or men start selling drugs to make money. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Well,
I think
that's always been the case, man. People take the easy way out because they're lazy. That's what it comes down to, man.
it's a good look. It's a good point, but again, with the whole the Mexican thing, right? Like, people like need to realize that like most of that is more than likely, set up or corruption, right? Because even in Narcos, right? So everyone knows that season 1 was based on true events about the whole Pablo Escobar pen era, right? That guy who played Steve Murphy or whatever the fuck his name is, was it Steve Murphy?
Something Murphy.
Something Murphy?
Yeah.
The fresh cunt with the mo. He ended up coming out like a couple of years, I don't know how many years back. We'll just say fucking 5 years. He came out 5 years ago after the whole debacle, and he basically said was like, I'm pretty sure that the US was supplying the cartel with the money and the drugs and the guns and shit. And he said that, he's like, the more and more that I was trying to solve this thing and was getting nowhere, it was just like a big loop with just loose ends that could never be solved. Or every time they got close to solving something else would just pop up. He's like, I'm more than positive that it was all just funded by us. It's just one big corrupt fucking circle, bro. I 100% agree, bro. Like, think of it. Everyone profits from it, if you think about it. And I know there's going to be some fucking cunt out there that goes, no one profits from drugs and this, but they do. Because the thing is America, the cartel pays America money for guns, for access to their shipping ports and shores and that. And then America put on a front that they're trying to stop it. But really, bro, like I always say, everyone's got a fucking price. And I'm pretty sure if you got some fucking Coast Guard sitting there fucking watching the borders of fucking Costa Rica, and some boat comes through with fucking 50 million cash, man, I'll let that motherfucker through too, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, what's fucking 100 kilos of coke? Who cares? I just got 50 fucking million cash, bro. I'm going home real quick. Yep, boss, I'm feeling fucking under the weather the next 2 weeks. I won't be in.
2 weeks, I'll fucking quit, never come back.
No. You got to keep it. You can't like too sus.
But everything is corruption. Literally, the whole world is fucking corruption, man. And where some places are better at hiding it than others, and that's just the way it is, man. If you believe this is all, I feel like it's just so obvious that it's not genuine. Like, it's just so obvious. You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like it's common sense. They clearly involve everyone. They even show it in the shows like Narcos and shit. You can see the roots of corruption. Everything is corrupt.
Plata or plomo. Like the fucking lead or money. It's like, fuck, man. I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a mad movie. But I got a point I want to say, right?
Yeah, bring it up.
I saw this. So I saw this video. It kind of really made everything so clear to me. Everything clicked after I saw this video. So there's this video going around of at Disneyland. They dress up as the characters and shit. Well, they're doing a parade for Disneyland, and there was a worker dressed as Moana on the boat or whatever, and she was doing the Polynesian dance, like it's based on Polynesia or whatever, and they're doing like the tribal dance, and everyone is roasting, so upset that this girl is doing the dance wrong. They're saying like, oh my god, it's the dance for me, the shaking legs, why is she shaking her legs? A lot of people are saying, bro,
Americans, right? Is it in America?
Well, of course it's in America, but a lot of people are saying, like, obviously, bro, it's a float for kids at Disneyland. Like, not everything has to be. If you didn't see that on camera, like, that's going on all over the world. And it made me realize this is what clicked for me after watching this video. People don't get upset about things because they're genuinely upset. They get upset because they want to tell everyone else that they are really the thing in question. So the video was of a Polynesian girl with the camera going, oh, you know, it's the leg shaking for me because they're just shaking their legs, not doing the dance properly. She's not genuinely offended. She's just saying that because she wants everyone else to know that she really is Polynesian. She really knows how the dance goes.
Yeah.
She is really part of the culture. That's why people fucking get upset 99% of the time, I've realized. It's not because they're genuinely upset. They're just fucking so egotistical and they want to show everyone else, look at me, I am really Latino. Look at this Latino who's fucking cooking asado wrong. That's not how you cook asado. Oh my God, I can't believe they cooked asado like that. Look at me, I'm cool, you know. That's what people fucking care about, or anything. When it comes to culture and race or sexuality, majority of the time, that's why people are getting offended. I guarantee you those people aren't really offended. They don't give a fuck that much, because who does? Why would you care that much about what someone else has said? So you know what? Fucking stick it up your ass, all right, and get a life. Don't kill your ego, man. People need to chill out. And that's what I realized from this video, and I realized it all just clicked. I never thought of it like that. I'm like, wow. Why would you be offended that someone at Disneyland dressed as fucking Moana, a character from a Disney movie, is dancing for kids and they're doing the fucking dance wrong? Oh my God, wow. She danced in front of fucking 300 people that were at Disneyland that day. Someone happened to film it and you saw it. You're Polynesian and you're upset that she did the dance.
Probably not even Polynesian. It's probably like my dad's grandma was Polynesian. Yeah.
So offensive.
Well,
oh my God.
Well, speaking of Latinos, right? Fuck you cunts. Fucking fuck off and stay away from fucking Bondi Beach, you fucks. There's fucking full of them. Fuck me dead, man. I went there today when Mrs. Right. Fucking hell. I'm fucking sick of it. They're walking around drinking their mate and shit. Fair enough, right? But don't fucking go swimming at the rocks, cunt. Then they wonder why cunts get eaten by sharks and shit. Bro, these cunts, right? So I go there to the beach today with my missus. I'm like, I want to go fishing this morning. I bought some lures. I want to try go for bonitos and that. So you got to use metal lures. I'm like, yeah, mad. So 101 with bonitos that I've learned is just go anywhere where there's rocks. And you should be able to hook a bonito with a specific lure. Mad. So we go, I got my 2 rods with me, happy, me and my missus pack a fucking bag. We're like, yeah, you know, we'll go swimming in that. We'll chill in the sun, then we'll go to the rocks. So went there, set up camp, went swimming, sunbagged for a bit. We just relaxed, whatever. Go from there. After like an hour or so, we're like, all right, we'll go to the rocks. Start walking over there. All right. And the rocks of Bondi must have been where like all the tourists and the hippie tourists and that go. Because you go to the rocks and all the bitches there tanning with their tops off. There's cunts there drinking beers and that. Okay, whatever. All good. And then the swells was pretty gnarly today. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know, when you see it, the waves hit the rocks and then like it fucking splashes up. Like I'm talking like they're splashing high. Like if it hits you, it could possibly knock you off the rocks, right? So I'm like, all right. And you know me, right? I'm a bit of a fucking, I'll try anything, a little bit of a daredevil, but these swells, I was like, okay, nah, I'm not going to fucking be that next guy who gets fucking swept out to sea. So I'm like, all right, fuck. So I'm looking for a spot, right? Anywhere where where it's kind of calm, where I can just chuck a line in for 30 minutes there even. I'm walking around, nothing. It's too dangerous. The weather's a bit windy. The waves are pretty big. I'm like, all right, I can't get close enough to chuck a line in. The only spot where there was calm water on the rocks, I'm like, all right, mad. So I set up, Chloe sits down, put everything down. I'm trying to get my lures and that ready. And I shit you not, as I've done that, you just see like fucking 15 or 10 fucking Spanish Mexican cunts come across the rocks and start going swimming and snorkeling and shit on the rocks there.
I bet you they were Chilean.
Well, there was something.
Sydney is full of Chilean.
And I'm like, I looked at my missus. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, fuck. I'm like, bro. I'm like, fuck off, man. Go sit on the fucking grass or go swim in between the fucking flags.
Movete, puto.
Why are you fucking snorkeling? What are you going to look at the fucking seaweed? Fuck me. These guys are fucking snorkels and shit. I'm like, dickhead. I'm trying to fucking throw a line here. Far out, bro. I'm like, fuck me dead. And the worst thing is, like, any fisherman will tell you this, right? I've only taken up fishing like recently, like this year with Brad and that. It was like we wanted to come up with a hobby before Europe that didn't involve cost money. All right. You may spend a bit of money on bait and tolls and parking if you go somewhere rad, all right, whatever. Maybe $40 if you go, all right? So any fisherman will tell you when it's fishing day, you're like excited. You're like, yeah, mad. Like, and I'm trying out these new lures. I'm going, like, I've never caught anything on a lure before. So I'm like itching to catch something on a lure. So Kyle Whitehill, if you're listening to this, bro, he'll tell you too. When it's fishing day and you go, and you don't get to fish, bro, I was fucking so pissed off. I was like, oh, those fucking cunts. Like, why would you be fucking snorkeling when the waves are that strong, bro? Like, I'm telling you, bro, it was like dangerous swimming conditions today. It was gnarly weather. Like, beautiful day, but I'm talking as in like the current wise and the wind. The water was all over the place. And these cunts are jumping in off the rocks. These bitches trying to take photos and shit on the rocks. I'm like, bro, fuck, man. I just want to throw the line in once or twice just so I can try the fucking lure out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't get to fucking fish today. Spewing because of you fucking Spanish fucks, bro. Fucking snorkeling, fucking looking at seaweed at the Bondi Rocks. And then they wonder why I can't on the news, oh, fucking 2 fucking Mexicans got fucking eaten by sharks. Like, fucking no wonder, because they're fucking swimming where they eat.
Swimming where they eat.
No, what? Everyone knows that in Australia, bro. You don't go swimming near the fucking rocks, and you don't go swimming in the ocean when it's overcast. 2 rules of Australia. And it should be happy days.
We got like a fucking ant infestation at home.
Oh, bro, they're calling in my fucking bathroom and shit.
Bro,
these coming in. I don't know.
These fucking things are in our bed and shit, and they're like munching me in my fucking sleep and shit, and I wake up all itchy and it's fucking annoying, man.
Yeah,
you can't get rid of them, bro.
Speaking of weird, is anyone else in Sydney or Western Sydney having an ant problem? I keep getting ants coming in my fucking window, like my bathroom window. And the weird thing is that they're coming in a direct line from the window to the sink. I think they're looking for water.
They're thirsty.
Yeah. The ants drink water?
Yeah, I think
it would, eh?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, so I might just leave like a little cup outside for them, and then they might stop coming inside. You reckon? They're coming in a direct line. I'll try to get a photo of it next time. They're in a direct line to the water, and then I just splash them down the sink, and now I kind of feel bad because they're probably looking for water.
I love ants, and I always feel bad, but I'm getting real sick of them fucking chopping me up in
I
my
love
sleep,
you,
man. They're fucking annoying.
All right. So, I saw this video. Nigerian fishermen, right? They went fishing, right? Trying to feed the village. These cunts caught a blue marlin. Big, ginormous swordfish.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him with it and shit. Happy days. That's enough fish to feed the village for like fucking 3 nights. So they go back, take this blue marlin, feed the whole village, they have a feast. Not realizing that a blue marlin in the US sells for $2.5 million. And they ate it.
It doesn't sell for that much.
Yes, it does.
Does it really?
Yep.
No, it fucking doesn't.
Mm-hmm. It is expenny, bro.
Bullshit. 2.5 million. There's no way it's 2.5 million. Dude, who's going to buy it for 2.5?
Google it. Blue marlin.
Hey, Google. How much does a blue marlin cost in the United States? Give me a shit one. 2.6 million. At a high stakes tournament, a lucky fisherman reels in $2.6 million blue marlin. Here's a $924,000 blue marlin that weighed 881 pounds. A local Nigerian fisherman captured a blue marlin fish reportedly worth $2.6 million. Blue marlin worth $1.8 million. Holy fuck. They can't be that wide.
But why? That's why. Is it because of the eating, or is it just because they're so hard to catch?
I reckon we could catch one. We tried hard enough.
Bro, it might take you a year. You'd catch one.
But that's enough. That's worth it, though.
Because there's marlin, but what the fuck's a blue marlin? They're just like a...
Wow, I did not know that, man. Holy shit.
Yep.
So fishing might be worth picking up a little
I'm
bit.
telling you, man.
You might catch a fucking treasure, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, once we've got money, we should invest in our own little fishing company where we pay a bunch of hobos to go out every day and go fishing for tuna and shit. Like, you know, have you seen those shows where they haul in massive, like, fucking
tuna,
50 kilo
enormous.
tunas?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm pretty sure you could then just go to the fucking some Asian bloke's house and fucking sell it to him for fucking $1,000, bro. It's fish market. Yeah, it is a fresh tuna. I'm sure some cunt will give you hundreds for it, bro.
Oh my
hundreds.
God, I'm surprised at how expensive that is.
I'm not too sure why though. I don't know if it's because of the eating or if it's because it's so rare or because the fish is so big that with that you can probably make
a lot of food.
Like a lot of little. Think of how much sushi you could make with a massive tuna or a marlin.
It's probably like a delicacy or something.
But yeah, these cunts ate
Wow.
it. They could have fed the village for the next 20 years with 2.5 mil, and these cunts go like, yeah, like, and then the next day, one of their fucking mates was like, boys, have you seen the internet? We just ate one of the most rarest fish in the world, which led me to then Google what actually is the most expensive fish in the world, and it is called. Oh no, I don't want to lose my fucking.
Kyle's loving this fucking episode. Isn't he?
Oh, bro. Shout out Kyle, man.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Me and Kyle have been fucking DMing back and forth every week about fishing. So, like, I'll ask him tips and that, and then he will, like, respond. And it's like, yeah, no, I try to use this lure, use this lure.
He catches. I'd take his advice, bro.
This cunt is... He sent me a photo. He fucking caught a monster flathead, eh? I'm talking... I was like, fuck, bro. Again, I'm just on this mission now, this life mission. My next life goal of the many, many life goals that I've accomplished in my life, in my bucket list that I have ticked off, the next one I've added is catching a fish on a lure. And you fucking Latino fucking South American fucks ruined it today. I reckon today was the day, bro. I was so excited. Even my mate from work, he's like a big into fishing. And he said, he's like, look, man, with that lure you got, you go to anywhere where there's rocks, you'll catch a bonito. You will catch one. Even if it takes you a couple of hours, he goes, you will catch one. I was so fucking excited.
What the fuck's a bonito?
I'll show you. Very nice fish. They got fucking teeth though, so unhooking it might be a bit of a fucking not a juicy pussies situation.
Oh yeah, just looks like a fucking fish.
No, bro, look at that, bro. Look at the fucking scales, bro. It's got black spots and shit on it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very nice
Heavy
fish.
as fuck it looks. Have you?
They fight big. Like you could even. That's what my mate said at work. He's like, the only thing that I don't like about bonitos is you could even hook up just like a little one. And it will bend your rod, and you think you've got like a whopper, and then you bring it up, and it's like a little baby. But it goes beautiful eating and very fun fishing for bonitos.
I love fishing, man. I'd love to get into it. Have you heard of Japanese fugu? You know what that is?
Nah.
So in Japan, right, it's like a delicacy. They eat this puffer fish.
Oh, sorry, I got an alert on my trading view.
But so fugu. It's a Japanese delicacy. It's a puffer fish, but it's very poisonous, and you have to have a license to make it in Japan.
Oh, hey.
2 people die a year
Trying
from
to make
incorrectly cooking it in Japan.
Well, and it kills you while you're cooking it.
Well, no, because
Or while you
it's
eat
got
it.
a poisonous organ. And I saw a video on how they do it, and they literally, when they're cooking it, right, they have like a tray, and they have all the organs listed, and you have to, as you're cutting the fish and gutting it, you have to put all the organs in the numbered sections.
Wow.
So they know they can keep track of all the organs and make sure everything's there. There's nothing left in the fish and shit.
Wow.
Like,
It's cool that they take it.
I'd love to try it, man.
Yeah? Imagine you're the unlucky cunt.
Yeah, one of the two. And speak of the devil, when he shall appear, our good friend Carl Whitehill just sent me a message. He said, is there still time for a speak pipe? I said, yeah, bro, we're just talking about you, man. We're recording right now. So send one through, bro. So.
Most expensive fish in the world is called the platinum arowana.
Oh, arowana. Yeah,
Arowana, otherwise known as a dragonfish, which is a bit of a misconception, because in every single game or movie, a dragonfish is like this big, bright, colourful thing, but this fish is actually just white.
It's like a gold.
Not even, it's white.
Oh, I know different types of arowana.
Now, I don't think it's for eating. This sells for around 400 million or 1,000? That's 400,000, eh? That's not million.
400,000.
Yeah. So they sell for 400,000 a fish, making it very expensive for aquarium. So I think it's like
it's an aquarium.
This is like an aquarium type of fish, not for eating.
I'm pretty big into aquariums and keeping fish as pets. I have been for a long time, and I've followed this guy on YouTube. Yeah,
I'll put a picture of
arowana. I follow this guy on YouTube, and he keeps quite a few arowana, the golden ones. There's nice
really?
golden
Yeah, you can get like a
beautiful
gold
fish,
red,
man.
yeah.
And he buys them for like $4,000 and shit. Like
that's nuts.
But I don't know, not this one. There's different types.
Yeah.
But, beautiful fish, man.
Yeah, fuck. So we'll go to Speaky Deakies, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Speaky Diggy. Okay, anonymous. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the next 3 are Zexa. So I'll pick a random one just to break it up. Let's listen to Personal Space. Let's have a look here. I'm gonna keep an eye on that chart too, because I don't know. I do want to. If it breaks below that, it's definitely worth a short. But as it bounces up to make a now lower high, it should plummet, or it's going to make a fucking support there. And now the candle, if the 4 hour flips to a fucking up candle, a bullish candle, then obviously you don't jump in a short because it's a momentum switch, or reversal. So if we break that swing high there, then obviously no good. If we below that wick, I've got to fucking jump across and jump in because that's going to be a fucking easy dub. Well, it could be an easy dub. It should be. I mean, hypothetically. So, personal space, shout out you.
Oh, oi, DZ, bro. I got that mix back for our joint battle cry. Man, I reckon it sounds crazy dope with that distortion on the hook. I really like it, man. I'll send it to your emails and let me know what you think. We'll drop that as a single this year. Hell yeah. How do I stop this shit? How do I stop this? How do I stop this?
Shout out you, man.
Hey, I heard it, the mix, as of this recording, and it sounds fucking dope, man.
Yeah, fuck
It's
yeah.
a great song.
What's the style? What's the vibe? Like battle cries, like Viking
yeah,
fucking
battle cry.
Yeah,
It's hard, man. Hard shit. He hit me up and he's like, bro, I got this track. I can hear some DZ flows on it. He sent me the beat. I was like, all right, yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
fucking
Yeah,
beauty.
shout out to you, man. Shout out the Shallow Waters EP, man. It's out now. Go stream it. Go listen.
Let's listen to Birds That Start Bushfires. What the
hell?
fuck? Is this you, Zaxar?
This is a topic, I think.
So, during the bushfires, I don't know what the name of the
know what
bird
he's
is,
talking about.
but there was this bird. It's mentioned in some Muslim rights, mentioned in the Quran. I think it's mentioned in the Bible, or it's mentioned in the Jewish book, the Torah, and all that. Anyway, I don't know, too sure, but what books is mentioned, but I know it's mentioned in the Quran, the Islamic book, which I felt like, yeah. Anyway, so there's this bird. What it does is it takes it literally starts fires. Like this bird flies around and it starts starting fires. Like it takes a fire, like let's say a stick was burning or it's hot. It starts throwing stuff at the fire and it kind of ignites more fires into the forest and stuff. It's a type of bird. You can look this up. So the bird goes and it takes that thing that the indigenous people start making fires with and stuff. Yeah, it takes that. They can that lights the fire quicker. Yeah, it takes that and it starts throwing it at the fires. It's pretty bad. I'll get you the name of it. The bird.
Wow.
I've heard of this before.
That's crazy. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I've heard of this. These birds fly around.
What's a good bird called?
I don't know.
This is the arsonist bird.
Yeah, but I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
Fuck me, bro. I've never heard of this. You think that would have been like a news article, like crazy bird at?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Bushfire started by bird.
That's fucking crazy, bro. Let's listen to fucking old friend Pablo from Safe Boys.
What's up, you stupid cunts? It's Pablo here from the Safe Boys podcast. How you going? Yeah, good, thanks. I just got a little story that happened to me on the traders as I was an apprentice. So I was a young fella and the boss hurt himself, fucked his leg up. So just because I was on the clock, he told me to come around his house and help out where he need be just while he's resting so I can get paid and all that shit. So I said, no worries, popped over his house and we're, chilling out, watching TV and helping him out. And he goes, hey, Jez, my feet are cold. Can you run upstairs and go get me slippers? So I've gone, sweet, no worries. Run up the stairs, and I don't know where his room is, so I've walked in the first room there, and there's his twin daughters, about the same age as me. And I've gone, I need to seize this fucking moment. So I've gone, hey, look, it's really fucking weird, but your old man's told me to come and fuck you. They're like, what? No way, why would you say that? And he said, yeah, but the deal is I've got to fuck both of yous. And they're like, no way, that can't be true. Prove it. So I put my head down the stairs and said, hey, mate, you want both of them? And he goes, yeah, what's the fucking point of fucking one of them, mate? Cheers, boys. Keep your dick out of each other. That's incest.
That was the most Australian joke I've ever fucking heard. I thought for a second he was being serious.
So
Like
did
he's a fucking bro. Speak, man. Oh, shout out you, man. Safe boys, bro. He's got to come round. I should have fucking hit him up last minute because I totally forgot Joey was at a wedding, but by the time I realized Joey was at a wedding, you were like basically here. I'm like, fuck, no cunt's gonna rock up like right now, but fuck. So
That's
shout
a
out
good
you.
joke, man.
Shout out you. Which brings me to a point too. You always got that dodgy boss that makes you try to do shit. Like even if it's like when I used to roof tile, right? It'd be a rain day. Instead of just letting us go home because we can't work in bad weather, he'd make us just go to his house and mow his lawns and shit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, swear to God. Oh, you can ask Brad. Swear to God.
He's trying to get his money out.
Bro,
of
he
it.
used to make me pick up his dog shit and that. And I used to just do it because I was just like a 17-year-old kid. Yeah, swear to God.
Wow.
I don't know any better. I'm none the way. But if some cunt try to tell me to do that now, oh my God, I would
dog
tell them to
shit.
go fuck themselves, mate. I don't give a fuck if you sack me. Technically, you legally owe me 40 hours a week if you're under full time in Australian work legislation. They owe you 40 hours a week, which none of you motherfuckers read in the fine print. So next time you have some grief at work, read the fucking, what's it called? Read the award for whatever your fucking industry is. Because there's a lot of rules and regulations. But yeah, anyway.
I got a point you might like, right? That you might have seen as well. Have you heard of the Serbian dancing woman?
Oh yeah, the one that
Yeah.
she just I've seen clips on that.
Yeah,
Apparently,
on
if you look
TikTok.
at her, she just starts chasing
Yeah,
you.
with a knife and shit. Apparently, it's
No
weird.
way, bro. Serbia's a weird place, man.
I don't know. The videos are kind of weird.
They're
bro.
scary,
And
eh?
it looks like the same woman every time, which makes it even more strange.
I think it's in Serbia. Remember the old Wives' Tale where there's that famous as video on YouTube. It's probably gone now, but apparently it's in Serbia where these cunts are driving down some highway and they see like the hunch over lady in the white robe with the black hair over the face, and she's like hobbling on the side of the road. And the car pulls up and they're all like, what the fuck? And then it's obviously in a different language, but you can tell these cunts are spinning out. And the car pulls up next to her and the lady starts hobbling towards the car and they drive off. And then,
I think I've seen
hey,
that.
bro, everyone's seen that video. Everyone, even if you don't remember it, you've seen it. But apparently the rumor was that was the Serbian police force playing a prank on one of the new officers. That's what they reckon. I don't know. I reckon it was actually just some Serbian fucking witchcraft
I
shit.
don't know, but
Yeah, man, crazy
scary
shit.
I've seen those videos and she's like dancing in the middle of the street and shit. Yeah, and I thought you might have fucking found that interesting.
Yeah, no, I
Pretty
have
weird,
seen
bro.
that. Fucking scary. I didn't realize how many of these we've got, bro. So let's just start
munch through 'em, bro.
Let's munch through them. Anonymous.
Anyway, your theory about dreams. So I don't know if you've heard of this movie. It's called Insidious. It's about, I don't know
Oh,
if you've
yes,
watched it
I've
or
seen
not,
this.
but it's about this kid. He gets stuck in this fucking, I think it's like a lucid dream or some shit, and it's fucked. Like, what natural fuck is going on? Like, this guy's full having a like fucking hectic Habib joyride in his dream, and with like demons and shit, jinns, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And he can't escape, and then like
Did he just say a hectic Habib joyride? That's what he said. A hectic Habib joyride.
Sounded like it.
No, but I have seen that movie. It's a scary movie, like actual.
some
Okay.
lady comes and is starts doing some shit. Anyway, yeah, your dreams. When you dream, you'll literally go into another universe. For example, imagine it's like a universe, completely new universe. You're in a different world, the dream world, if that makes sense. So when you lucid dream, you can control your dream. So if you lucid dream, you're in like in Mexico, sitting on the beach, then you're actually there, if that makes sense.
I agree. I think dreaming is another sort of dimension or something. I'm a wholehearted believer in that.
I do want to try lucid dreaming. I reckon I could be able to do it.
Anyone can with a lot of practice.
Yeah.
A lot of practice.
Oh, yeah, but-
Some people easier than others, of course. But if you try hard enough and you're really dedicated, you can do it. I tried for a while and you just, it's so much work and effort that like... it's
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
for-
You gotta be like willing to learn.
I don't know about lucid dreaming though. I kind of feel like, I don't know though. I don't know what lucid dreaming is. I believe dreams are some other dimension or something. I don't know about lucid dreaming though. I feel like maybe I don't know. I just don't know. I really don't know how I feel about lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
Is that part of the dimension, or are you just consciously, like, it's like daydreaming but in your sleep because you're just imagining because you know you're dreaming. So like you're kind of awake while you're asleep. So you're just making up shit in your head.
Yeah.
But does that make dreams? I don't know though. See, now I'm confused. Now I don't know what I'm
You
doing.
just get more confused. You just get more confused.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
I don't know, man. Dreams are weird, and it's crazy that no one understands them.
Alright, this is pretty interesting. This is why I think the moon landing is fake, because of this shit, right? So, two things. One, when you go into space, there's, I don't know what the law's called, but metal starts to deteriorate and shit, yeah? That's one theory. Like the metal, I don't know what they call it. Like once you leave the atmosphere, like the Earth's atmosphere, metal starts to like deteriorate, and gravity and all that bullshit. The oxygen level starts to get very low. Two, during the Soviet Union, they sent two people to space, like up to space, and they were like spacewalking up in like the satellites or whatever, up in the space houses, whatever the fuck you call it. And then one of the guys got really sick, and he died in space, and they brought him back to Earth, to bury him. And some weird shadow started coming out to him. You can look this up. I don't know what it's called. Some weird shadow started coming out of him, and he was like killing people and shit. This is a secret Soviet experiment, but not experiment, secret Soviet mission they did. Yeah, Soviet Union, which is Russia now, but that's what I think. I reckon there's some space diseases and shit that we don't know of.
Space AIDS.
That's why they haven't went.
Space AIDS. I don't know about. I think what you might be referring to is the Van Allen belts, which is its thing where in space now after the moon landing, they're now saying you can't go back to space because of the Van Allen belts, which is like radiation that is hard that you go through. But I don't know about that Soviet Union thing. I've never heard of that before. But what makes me weird about the moon landing is how they acted when they came back to Earth. The three guys who walked on the moon and then they were doing press conferences and shit. They were acting super strange.
Well, one of them being like Neil Armstrong or
Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and I forget the other.
They were probably faking it.
But that's what I'm saying. The only thing that seems fake to me is how they acted in that press conference. You can still watch the press conference to this day. When you just come back from the moon, you do this amazing thing. I just don't think
like,
you'd be.
Whoa! I'd be like, fuck yeah!
But
like,
they're acting like they got like a gun to their head, and they're They're super strange about it. That's the only weird thing.
Yeah.
And there's a couple things like the fucking, there's like disagreements on if they saw stars in space and shit, and it's super weird, man. And like Buzz Aldrin saying that they saw an animation because technology wasn't good enough to live stream it, so people actually saw an animation instead of the real thing. It's weird shit, but I do believe we've been to the moon since, and I believe we're going again in like 2 years, man. Like,
so we haven't been there. I thought there was people there now, like doing little space missions.
No, not on the moon. We haven't been since 1970, fucking 8 or something. But
well, fuck it.
And a lot of the things they say is like, we don't have the technology anymore to do it. Like, we've retired that technology and we've kind of lost how to
go back.
And it's so expensive and shit. So
it'd be heaps
only just now we have the tech that's really capable
go back,
of
doing
it again.
That. It's not fucking worth it. Let's listen to Mega again, and we go. Shout out you, my bro.
Oi, what's doing, boys? Yo, have you checked out the Shallow Waters EP yet? If you have, fucking good on you, lads. Appreciate it. If you haven't, what the fuck are you doing? Joey, kick these boys' asses if they haven't checked it out, would you? Fucking hope you boys do like it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the boys' video, which at this current moment I'm just encoding it and trying to bounce it out. And hopefully it's actually good. So yeah, what's going on, lads? You guys didn't really set a topic for this week's voice message, so I just thought I'd take it and run with it. It's a pretty nice day today. It's a beautiful, clear sky out there, and it's a bit hot, but I got the aircon on. I'm just chilling. Anyway, before I get too carried away, I do have a question for you guys. What's your stance on the moon landing?
Wow.
Did we
Speak
or
of the
didn't
devil.
we? Because I'm both sides of the fence here. There's arguments that I believe on both sides. So I want to know what you boys think about it. Did we land on the moon, or was it full of shit? And why the fuck haven't we gone back there if we did? So go down that rabbit hole, would ya? And spend a bit of time listening to that and then blame me for it afterwards. All right, boys. Peace out. Fucking love your work.
What are the odds of that?
know.
Some weird
What-
shit's happened
yeah,
today. The
hey,
Bobo thing
a
and the
lot of coincidences.
Man, shout out you, Mega Bro. Fucking yeah. I don't look, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just find that I'm sorry, but I find it hard to believe. Back in when was it? The 70s.
60s, 1969.
I'm sorry, man. We didn't have the tech to go to the moon, bro. Come on. Look at the tech we got now.
This is more powerful than what they used to go to the moon.
Yeah.
Literally. Which is strange to
I
think
don't
about.
know, man. I honestly think back then, especially with Russia or the Soviet, were they still the Soviet Union in the 60s? That would have been,
Yeah,
eh?
there was.
Again, Soviet Union, bizarre cunts. The US, bizarre cunts. It's just a constant race and battle for who's the top country between them. So I reckon the moon race, America's just gone they've faked a whole bunch of shit in their past. Come on, man.
Have you heard the theory that Stanley Kubrick directed the moon landing and then he's left hints in his movies, like in The Shining and shit? There's little hints to like the kids like wearing an Apollo sweater and shit, like he's hinted that it was fake in his movies.
Yeah? I don't know that.
There's a lot of weird theories.
I don't know, man.
A lot of weird theories, but I don't know, man, because I love space and I'm so into it. I follow all the pages on Instagram. I follow NASA. I follow SpaceX. I'm very into it. I watch all the documentaries and shit. And when you watch these things and you look at it and you're in the community, there's so much pieces to it that it just doesn't seem fake. Like, it's just not fake.
It's
why clearly not fake.
but that's what they want you to believe,
But that's the thing. This is what I'm talking about now, is like space now and what they're doing currently and working as a team in NASA and in SpaceX and the work they do now. And you can see within the offices and you see within when Elon Musk takes people on tours through SpaceX and shit, like you can see the work going on and you can see all the pieces. And then in the documentaries where they talk about specific things and like missions and rovers and shit, you can see that it's not fake. It's just clearly not fake. There's so much. But then the moon landing specifically is a different story. I don't know if the moon landing at that time, at that moment, was fake. I think it could have been. I'm very on the fence about it. But I know now we're capable, and I know now the facts, and I know now that we're clearly doing it. You can see that we're clearly doing it.
It's more believable now we could go.
Yeah.
I reckon now you could send fucking a group of monkeys up there and they'd be all right.
That's what I'm saying.
But back in the
then,
60s, bro, come
know.
on, man. In the fucking 60s, these cunts are just fucking off their guts on acids and mushrooms and shit.
you
You're not
see-
going to the fucking moon.
like
Come on.
You see the lander and you see the shit and it
Yeah, and
looks
there's
like it's made
a
out of tin
cardboard,
and
like,
shit. I know,
like, come on, bro.
But it's weird. It is weird, but when you look at it now and you look at what's going on and you look into these institutions, like, it's not fake, man. Well, you should watch the documentaries on all the fucking things, on Netflix, on whatever. Any documentaries about space and you see the people who work in this field. And it's like my uncle's brother's cousin works for fucking SpaceX. It's a massive team of people always. Huge teams, and they're doing real work. And it's like, if it was fake, there's too many pieces of that could easily go wrong if it was fake. You know what I mean? Like, people actually work for these companies. People actually do this shit.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I feel like now especially it's more believable and possible because you got blokes like Elon Musk who have money. I feel like money's such a big part about it, bro. Like, fucking in the 60s, yeah, there were still rich people, but who the fuck had that much money to build things to go to the moon, bro?
The difference is, that's why too, as well, actually, back then it was all government run. Now
government
it's
funded.
private.
Now it's all cunts like
That's
Jeff
why
Bezos and fucking, you know what I mean?
Richard Branson and shit. And that's why they're sending tourists and shit into space. So clearly, we're capable of doing it. But it's just the timing. Was it true back then? I don't know.
Would you guys go to the moon, man? Leave in the comments. I don't think I could do it just because I'm just too dodgy on the mechanics to get there. I'm sure it'd be cool, but I don't think you could even pay me $1 million to go on Jeff Bezos' fucking ship to the moon. No fucking way. No way. I'm happy just stargazing from Earth.
And like a good example, actually, of what I'm talking about is if you go, there's a guy, I wish I remembered his name. Oh, I wish I remembered his name, but he went on Joe Rogan, and he was a guy who worked for NASA, and now he works for SpaceX. He works with Elon Musk. And he went on the space station, and he talks about, he's an astronaut, and he was up in space for 90 days, and he talks about it. And he's clearly telling the truth.
Like he's been there, yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about now, is for the non-believers about... There's non-believers that don't believe a bar of anything about space. They don't believe anything NASA says. They don't believe anything space... And if you are one of those people, you should listen to that podcast. I wish I remembered his name. I can't remember his name, but he's on Joe Rogan. He's an astronaut, and he's clearly telling the truth because there's so many intricate details about all of it, about everything he's done. Like... So, you know, it's clearly not fake.
There's also that old fella with the mustache, the American guy. Seems like a good guy, where he talks about...
you're talking about the Canadian guy. What's his name?
Canadian. What's his name?
I'm forgetting his name too. See, I drink whiskey and I forget shit.
He went...
I love that. Chris Hadfield.
That's the one.
Chris Hadfield, that guy.
He's got a YouTube channel now where he talks about just not bullshit like, oh yeah, I saw fucking extraterrestrial ship. No, he just talks about
the specifics.
How do you drink water in space?
Yeah.
And then he explains...
He shows it.
He shows it. And it's like videos of him and the water's going like upside down on gravity. He's like, how do you chuck a shit in space? It's just... He's literally got videos like that where he explains how you chuck a shit in space.
Do you know how they sleep on the space station?
They have to sleep upside down or something, or like standing upwards or something, don't they?
So they float into their room and they have sleeping bags attached to the wall.
Yeah, so they can't fly away.
And they strap themselves in.
Fuck that, man. I couldn't think of anything more uncomfortable.
I've heard him say it's the best sleep ever because there's no weight.
There's no weight, yeah. So it's like, fuck. So you could sleep. You could sleep for like 40 hours.
I'd love to experience
Fuck that, man. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So I think what we should do is I'm going to get another drink.
Yeah.
We'll listen to some songs of the Shallow Waters EP because we just finished with props and Mega's things, and then we'll munch through more of these speak dicky dickies.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been gone for a while, and I want to know, have you ever seen my cack? I saw the boys clip too earlier today, actually.
Yes.
They had fucking paintball or something in that clip. It was fucking cool clip. It's a paintball? I don't know what it was, but it was cool though.
The VR fucking...
Yeah, it was a VR thing, I think.
I kind of want to listen. So which one?
This kid.
The boys eat... Let's listen to Eat... Oh, no, Eat the Rich's one with that other guy that they did.
Yeah, do that one. I haven't heard that. Have you heard that?
Yeah. Oh, I think oh, wait. What was that?
I haven't heard that.
Politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking.
I'm here to eat the rich. If you try and speak truth,
This is that young Stitch cunt.
Yeah.
This cunt's a mad cunt. All right.
keep it quick. The commercials, the government, I act like your friend, but in real life treat you like a piece of shit. I'm breaking my back just to lay in the cast. Compare us to them, but I'm making a fraction. Kill you with love, it's a fatal attraction. Oh, you dead broke? Well, we raising the tax. Let's go. Every single hood got a little bit of mud in the water, enough for the slaughter. This is not the world that we speaking about when they state that they care about our sons and our daughters. All of the sin, all the corruption they say that they do in the name of the Father. They locking us up in our homes and our rights get taken. And you think that it's strange that we bother? You wonder why we ride in the streets, so? This shit is enough to put a sane in the beast mode. Kneel on the neck of a man that is innocent for 5 minutes and you try to say that it's police code? No.
That's dope.
Knee on the neck for an innocent man.
George Floyd.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, young Stitchy, you alright?
I will not stand for you monsters, no. I am not a member with a roster, no. I will not sit around and be another victim to all of the scams you've accomplished.
Does it make sense to you? Cause it don't make sense to me. How the rich get richer, there's just no end to greed. Now we die in fumes, they're poison lines of foods. We run the race to win, but we're designed to lose. We the poor, we fight the wars. was sick and tired of being sick and tired. No remorse when life is lost. Actions forced at what cost? Boss paid more to crack the whip than you're paid to work the job. Work in debt until you're dead, until you've punched your final claw. Let's go. Planet's greed spins on its axis while people succeed at turning it backwards. This need for you to feel mattered is what leads to rooms that are padded. System of addicts, we've all got a vice. We've all got the system vice grip on our lives. We all pay the price to try and survive. Most don't realise you're all living lies. Horse from the apocalypse, control our metropolis. A search for the conquest, poison the populace. Public reduction, agenda anonymous. Bend your knee or you'll suffer the consequence. Kinda obvious predictions to promises. Problem is you condone the politics. This illusion of choice so meaningless, but truth hides in a higher consciousness. While we all bicker and we all just squabble amongst ourselves. Our overlords using laws move towards pushing a life without any wealth. Through facts sold, new black golds, access to stats about your health. Truth they hide lies deep inside. How deep down the rabbit hole will you delve?
Does it make sense to you? Cause it don't make sense to me. How the rich get richer, there's just no end to greed. Now we die in fumes, they're poison lines of foods. We run the race to win, but we're designed to lose. Look how you filled me. With all of this confidence, look what you built me. With all these accomplishments, look how you build me. With taxes and profiting off what'll kill me. And yeah, it'll kill me. But still you're not concerned if my pockets earn enough cash to feed my kids, while your rough burns through profits turn per capita to be rich. Still what's happened for you all to stack up 4 walls and pack us all in this ditch is you had the forethought to back the warlords and cash up all as you dig. Social norms and the assets means you focus more on the status. You open stores and made ads pitch while you broke and wore down the attics. You choked us all on the acids that you soaked and poured on the batches of the notes you stored in your mansions till your quote on Forbes had made that list. And here we all sit with our pennies and punish ourselves for the guilt. Our penance is dealing with spending our money on stuff that we suffer to feel. Like cigarettes, alcohol, shit is invaluable, but it's the government's will.
This is exactly what I was fucking saying last week about the rat race. Sitting on our pennies and feeling the guilt. Or whatever that line that he said. I can't even remember the line, but I just had it in my head. That's exactly what I was fucking talking about. We're in that race where it's like, as soon as we have that little bit of fucking money in the kitty, yeah, I'll go buy fucking cigarettes. That cost me $50. I'll get a case of beer. That cost me another $60. I go to the fucking have dinner with the homies or the missus. That cost me fucking $90. That's a fucking that's like gone. Money gone already. Like,
it's malleable, fitted, infallible, stuck in their ovens and kilns. Does it make sense to you? Cause it don't make sense to me. How the rich get richer, there's just no end to greed. Now we die in fumes, they're poison lines of foods. We run the race to win, but we're designed to lose.
What, man? What's this song called? Eat the Rich.
Eat the Rich off the Shallow Waters EP by
the thing I love,
Conquest, man. Check it out. That is a dope track, man. You boys killed that one. Oh, that might be my favorite one I've heard out of all the singles and things you've released so far. I'll fuck with that, man. Shout out Young Stitch too with that verse, man.
I've got.
Fuck yeah, you boys know what you're doing, man. You guys got it, man.
Nothing but nice things to say.
Yeah, we can't say anything,
the thing
man.
is,
you guys know what we're going to say.
The thing that I love about them, what I love about fucking Prop and Mega especially is I love how they pick a theme.
Yeah.
And they ride with it. Like they would juice it out until they can't get no more. Like not even that, just the whole album. Like they'll juice it until there's no more juice for them to squeeze. Like for me, I'm the opposite. I've tried so many times to do like a themed album and that, and I just can't do it because my attention span is so little, especially while I'm producing. Like when I'm producing, I go into like, I can't even explain it. I go into like ultra instinct mode, like Goku. I sit there like my eyes are rolling in the back of my head and shit. Like, again, no, not literally, but like I go into like a different mode where I'm like, so much shit's happening so quick for me. And then next thing you know, I've got like a sketch of a song. And then I go, okay, yeah, mad. If I try to keep that in a theme, the next project that I start, it just goes the complete opposite direction of that. And I think this is how I am as a person. I'm very like random and I like to do shit, you know, kind of like flamboyant. So shout out to them, bro. Like it's definitely a skill that I don't possess.
That's something I was gonna say too, and we really got to give you boys props on, man. I said this especially when we did the podcast with Personal Space. It's the being able to storytell and do a theme and take yourself out of the equation and rap from a perspective different to yourself. I can't do that, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'll pat myself on the back with being able to rap. I can rap well. You know, I'm a good rapper. I got flow. I got all that, but I can't storytell as well as a lot of dudes, man. The storytelling is where I suffer a little bit. A lot of my songs, if you listen to my catalog, it's very. I'm just a rapper, man.
Yeah.
I'm just rapping words. You know what I mean? I can't. When I've tried a little bit of storytelling before, but it's when I try to take myself out of the picture and tell a story from a different perspective or something, it just doesn't feel right. I don't feel like it just doesn't. I can't do it. I can't rap like Logic does it a lot too, where I'm rapping as like a crackhead. And I'm rapping from the perspective, and then I'm running through. I see my mate get shot in the head and shit. I can't do it. I don't feel natural doing it. It's not right for me, man. I'm just a rapper. You know, I can rap and flow, and that's about it, bro. You know, I can storytell from my perspective a little bit. You know, like white butterflies and shit. I can talk about myself, my experience, but I can't do it like Prop does it, man. Even Megalodon with I can't do it, man. Like the swashbuckling fucking, you know, the shallow water.
They've literally turned into pirates to get this. It's fucking cool.
I can't do that.
I love to do an EP with those cunts, but they can sort of pick the theme in that, and I'll just make the beats.
Yeah, if I'm,
you know what I mean? Like
I'm not the creator.
Yeah, they kind of just pioneer the idea, even if it's only like 2 or 3 songs. It's a little mini EP. Okay, we're gonna do a 3-song EP, and we're a bunch of crackheads smoking crack together in a house. All right, Matt, I'll make some weird ass beats, like fucking like weird as shit, and then you guys are.
I can do that.
Yeah.
If someone else needs me for a verse and it's their idea, hell yeah, I can do that. But I can't come up with it and do it, like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how they fucking do it, because I just can't, because no matter how many I've tried it, man. Like I said, I've been doing music for a hot minute now. And I've tried it, bro. I've tried it, and I just can't fucking do it, bro. I can't do it. By the time I can maybe give you 2 songs that kind of sound similar, like a theme. I get to the 3rd one, and it's just like it's in the complete.
You want to try something else?
Look, it's just. I think it's just because it really reflects how I am as a person.
Me too.
I'm not good with routine and schedule. I like
changing.
I like my life being a little bit all over the place.
Well, I was gonna say, actually, I've done it for you a couple times. You have given me the idea to rap from a certain perspective, and I'm able to do it like that, like Sold Our Souls or Corazon or fucking, what was the other one? There's a Ascendant.
Yeah,
those are songs where you've told me rap for like this, and then
but that just goes as far as that one song.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like a whole fucking
EP,
So that's pretty cool, man. So shout out you boys.
Our albums and EPs are a lot of different ideas.
Yeah. Look, we'll do the Man of War skit, and then I'm going to leave the links in that, and I want the rest of you to fucking, because I really want to hear this Man of War skit. And then
stories, the rest turn with their tails. You made your bed, sucker. Now go sleep on them nails. Prop and Mega, the duo labelled as fatal. Hello? Hey, what's up? No? Yeah, well, we're not finished yet. What do you mean? I don't understand what? Oh. No. You've just got to turn everything toxic. Why is that my fault? Yep, whatever. Why, I'm the fucking villain all the time. Bro, I reckon now's when we do the Tainted Love one. Chuck it on.
I love when people do skits and shit. I feel like we love doing shit like that too. That's sick, man.
Skits are mad. We got a whole thing. We got a whole thing with the skits, man. When we have projects dropping, you know, it's gonna.
Shout out you boys, man. You're fucking killing it. I'm going to leave the links down below. Shallow Water EPs by The Conquest out now. Megalodon and Personal Space with featuring Young Stitch. And they had an American dude on there, Young Duran, I think his name was.
Check it out,
I don't know if there's any other people, but
check it out. Check out the video clips too. Done a few. Till I Die. They're done. The boys.
Love it, boys. Love it. I can't believe how much speak pipes like we get. This is crazy, bro. Let's munch through them, bro. Oh, here we go. Here's a big one. N3.
You guys talking about dreams?
Yeah, that excites the fuck out of me. Yeah, I've been deep in my dream fucking scapes lately. I've been going so deep in understanding and fucking learning. And yeah, the psychological way, the Jungian, the Freudian perspective on understanding dreams is that, yeah, dreams are different parts of your psyche, represented through different characters and scenarios. And that's one way to interpret dreams. You know, everything is valid. But the shamanic cultures, they see dreams as, you know, a gateway to the spirit realm, where the spirit realm communicates with you, your higher self, your ancestors, your guardians, fucking aliens, fucking entities, whatever's in the spirit realm that's in your space that wants to communicate with you can do so through the dreamscape. And what trips me the fuck out is when I dream shit that happens in the real life later. That's the part where I'm like, holy shit, man, this is more than just my mind. This is some intergalactic shit. You know what I'm saying? And brings me to question, does your higher self know everything that's going to happen in your motherfucking life? From the no time, no space, you know what? What the
Look, that's where you start getting into, do we really have free will or not? You know what I mean?
Man, James, man, shout out you, Jimmy, bro. You started this whole fucking thing,
Can of
man.
worms, bro.
You've opened this never-ending, unsolvable fucking thing, which I never thought of it like that too. It could just be, a dream could just be your fucking soul telling you what the fuck is what the fuck is happening, as like a fucking message, like trying to warn you, but he just can't fully tell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never had a dream where it's like me, myself, and I just sort of float down in a white robe, like, Iggy, tomorrow work is going to be fucked, and you're going to get home at like 7 p.m. All right, bye bye. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I get what
like, so
you're
that's
saying.
what like N3 was kind of saying, where it's like, is it just your fucking entity, your soul, just fucking, you know, trying to help you out a little bit?
I'm a big believer, I always have been, that time isn't linear. There's no future and past once we get out of this dimension. Everything's happening simultaneously all at once. So your spirit or your soul could be telling you like what's going to happen through like, I've never really personally had a breakthrough moment where I've dreamt something that's happened. That doesn't really happen to me too often. I can't say I've had a dream and then like 2 weeks later I'm like, whoa, I dreamt that.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, but not anything significant. So I don't know, but I believe there's definitely more to dreams. There's some other dimensional realm we tap into when we go to sleep.
Yeah, it's got to be, bro. It's been proven that when you dream, it's the same chemical as DMT and the same chemical when you die. So it's all linked.
Well, it's not proven, but
it's got to be.
Your pineal gland.
Should we do DMT on the podcast?
No.
Come on, man. Think of the fucking...
But yeah, man. These are questions we'll never have the answer to. There's a million theories. There's a million people with a million different ideas, and we'll never know. That's the fucked up thing.
The more questions you ask, you just get more confused. More fucking confused. We got something from Holloway.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Just tuning in here from Claremont Meadows. Just want to let you boys know you're doing a really great job, and keep it up.
He's a fuckwit, man.
Fucking Holloway. Fucking Holloway, man. Like, this cut. I really want to get him on to tell the story about what happened before he performed. I can picture it too. Just everything goes wrong for the cunt.
It was a fucked up night, but...
Oh, bro.
How many more we got to do?
Heaps.
Yeah, it's Shaka again. This one's not going to be a dumb one. I know last time I was a little bit silly, but I was just trying to get used to the speak pipe thing, you know what I'm saying? So, listen to this first part. I have to sleep at 6 a.m, but I need 8 hours of sleep. What time do I go to sleep at?
Is this a riddle?
Think about it properly. The next speak pipe I'm going to do for this one will give you the answer. Alright? See ya.
Okay, I like this.
What the
I like
hell?
this.
So I need to go to sleep at
6 a.m.
and
I need
need
8 hours
8 hours.
sleep. What time do I go to sleep at? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10. You go to bed at 10 p.m.
I'm not even going to bother answering because I was going to say fucking like 1 a.m. but my math is fucking horrible.
It's too obvious to be the
It's
answer.
Chaco again, and the answer is 8 p.m. You might think 10 p.m. because that is technically 8 hours, but no, you're wrong. 8 hours of sleep. Remember, it takes time to get into your proper deep sleep. For the first hour or two, you're not really sleeping. So 8 p.m., you get proper 8 hours of sleep. Bingo.
That's an underwhelming answer.
I like that. I like
but
that.
who's to determine how long it takes someone? It's different person to person. So I like that. If you got more of those riddle questions, I like that, man. Send us a fucking
We
riddle
could do
or
a theme.
question.
We could do a riddle theme for the next one. Like Mega said, we didn't leave a theme, but
shout out Shako. That was cool. I like that
thank
idea.
you, bro. Love it. Did
more riddles?
Did I speak about this on an episode once where I said, even if you have one drink, doesn't matter what time of the day or night it is, if you have one drink of alcohol, I think it would even be a sip. I've got to just double check that. You fuck up your sleep for that night. You don't get, you can't fall into REM sleep.
I sleep like a baby every night.
No, but you don't if you're drinking. So REM sleep is the deepest part of sleep you can get, which everyone needs to be a healthy person. You need a couple, I don't know the exact number, but you need a couple hours of REM sleep or like an hour of REM sleep, which is like the absolute deepest point when you're dead. Like you're dead. You're not getting up when you're in REM. If you drink liquor, you can't, your body or brain cannot access REM. So therefore you fucked up. Because I was watching this fucking... Mind you, I don't fucking drink every day. My girlfriend claims that I do. But I only drink on Fridays to Sundays, right?
My girlfriend says the same thing, and I
Yeah,
rarely drink.
Yeah,
it's weird,
it's a woman thing. They just overreact and whatever. Anyway. So, technically, from Friday to Sunday, I'm not sleeping properly. Scientifically.
Supposedly.
Because I was watching this video on this, like a scientist who he basically said, he studies like alcohol and shit like that. And he goes, even a sip of liquor, you're not getting proper sleep. And same thing, that's why he was explaining, it was a very good video. He was explaining why young people, why we get so hungover. Because, example, doing a shot, right? So with liquor, everything comes down to the percentage of liquor to standard drink or whatever the fuck it is, standard drinks and percentage. So he was saying something along the lines of like, it only takes you like 3 or 4 standard drinks to get drunk, but it takes time for you to start feeling drunk before it works in your body. But what we do, what most people do, especially young people, example, we go out partying and for pre-drinks, we smash 4 or 5 shots in an hour. But you're supposed to have 1 shot every 2 hours and you will technically you'll feel it because it's running through your blood and shit like that. So you're supposed to, that's the whole point of the drinking and driving. You're only supposed to have 1 fucking drink every hour because you're technically drunk. Even if you don't feel it, you're inside, like your body, you're inside the drunk. But what we do as young people, we get excited, like, we're out partying. We go bang, 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 have 4 or 5 shots. We haven't even left pre-drinks yet to the club. So by the time you get to the club 2 hours later, that's why we're so fucking buckled. Because it's been 2 hours and you're only feeling the first 2 shots. Your body still has to register the next 3 shots. Yeah. And we keep drinking at the club and that. And that's why we feel so hungover. Why you wake up with the chronic headaches and the vomiting and the nausea. Because we're not letting time do its thing. That's what he was explaining, it was a pretty interesting video.
Yeah, it's how your body metabolizes it and shit, and everything's different.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, honestly, I butchered the story. I can't remember, but you know what I mean. Before some fucking TikTok YouTuber, fucking bloody purple-haired, fucking dumb bitch.
Check your Instagram, because check your DMs on Instagram. Carl said he sent.
Hey, FireCast boys, it's your favourite fisherman. I was just wondering what type of music you guys were into, like other than obviously the rap and dubstep and shit like that. Do you guys get into any like hard rock or metal? That's one thing that's been on my mind.
No.
Shout out you, bro. Yeah.
Not for me, man.
Yeah. Believe it or not. So aside from the, dubstep and the rap, I do like heavy metal, but there's a line. So I'm into like Bullet for My Valentine, man, which is everyone's favorite heavy metal band. Like it's so mainstream, but I'm into like, that Linkin Park as well. Not that heavy, but Linkin Park. This band called I Prevail, which shout out to my boy Hendo. Me and him got into them. They were a very fresh band a couple of years ago. So I do like my rock, and I tend to listen to rock when I'm like on the way to Oztag and shit. It's like, whoa, like getting me in like the mood to fucking play sport and that. So rock, a little bit of country thanks to my girlfriend. Not like I'm not sitting there going like fucking man down the bush and I suck my dick. But like there's a few country songs that are okay. What else? So rock, little bit of country. I guess you could call it like heavy metal / rock. Say I'm very into like acoustic, like indie bands. So I guess people like Sticky Fingers and Ocean Alley and bands like that. Same with like groups like not groups like the duo Personal Space, where they're kind of like oh, sorry, not Personal Space, Personal Oranges.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
Two names.
Personal Space too, but no, Personal Oranges. So they're like a very indie, modern type. It's kind of like a fuse of like hip hop with like rock in that. They're real cool. But yeah, that's the other music that I'm into as well, which I do listen to on my playlist on the regular as well. So.
Not really for me, man.
You don't even listen to music, do you? Like
not too much, man.
Yeah.
But mostly when I'm in the car and shit, I do listen to a fair bit, but it's a lot of the same shit. It's just a big playlist of a lot of different stuff, man. Like, I don't have too many of one thing other than like hip hop. Like a bit of pop, obviously. Like a couple stragglers, man. I got the straggler songs. I think everyone does. Like that's a good example. Shout out Aussie Slang. The one song I have from Falling in Reverse on my playlist is So Why Do Good Girls Like Bad Guys? That type of shit. Like every now and then there's a couple songs that, or like, Lily Allen, Smile.
Lily Allen,
like,
fucking Bob Marley.
What's the song with Timberland and the Timberland
I wanna carry on.
Wipe that smile off your fucking face.
Oh, shit.
That one, the Fallout Boy fucking...
Fall Out Boy, there you go.
A couple shit like that, but I don't have any other songs from those people. It's just the one-off, that's in my playlist. It's
Yeah.
Every now and then it comes on, whatever, fucking listen.
Yeah, shout out you, man. Fucking, I'll be sending you a photo when I catch my first bonito, bro. Fuck, I thought today was the day, eh?
There's always
like, I woke up today and I'm like, I'm going to fucking catch this fish, bro.
There's always another day.
Let's smudge through these. Only a few more, which I'm going to assume are from Zexa. And then, yeah, unless you got any other points you want to go through.
I have 2 points. They're pretty quick points anyway, but
let's just smudge through these.
I think Andrew Tate is a social experiment gone wrong, because the funniest shit, man. Like, this guy came out of nowhere and just started saying the most funniest shit. Some of the stuff he said is, pretty realistic, like it's reality. I don't know, man. It could be two things. It's either they're gonna try to create some sort of guide to lead. I reckon Andrew Tate probably has something to do with Project Bluebeam, if that makes sense. Like, this guy's gonna be like,
I don't know about that one.
He's got influence. He can convince. He's got power. He always talks about this. It's pretty weird. It's kind of like saying, like, yeah, it's pretty weird that he's Muslim, right? And he's saying, oh, yeah, I got power, and pretty weird. Anyway, yeah, I reckon he's a social experiment gone wrong. What do you reckon?
Was that Zexa?
TJO forever.
I fucking love this kid, man. Look, bro, you know what? It's not too far-fetched now, because, look, even if it was an experiment gone wrong, it's woken my eyes up for the better. Because I'm not going to follow this guy to the fucking grave. But now I've woken up and realized if this was some type of experiment, that, yeah, you know what? Fuck. Whoever it is, if it is Andrew Tate or not, that cunt in that moment was right. that men, we need to fucking wake the fuck up and stop being little fucking pussies and start being men again. Go back to the 80s where we could hit women and it was all right.
Well, yeah, don't listen to this guy. A lot of women, you know,
It's a joke.
This guy,
My missus just screams from the bedroom like, oh.
This guy says a lot of stuff about women.
It's a joke,
he's
all right?
joking.
It's a fucking
Okay,
joke.
He's joking.
You fucking bitches.
But
yeah.
Just go back to this old saying because it's a very true saying. Tough times create hard men. Hard men create easy times. Easy times create soft men. Soft men create hard times.
Mhm.
Very true. Look at history; it repeats itself.
Fucking know.
And that's what happens, man. Like
Fucking know.
clockwork. So just think about it a little bit. If you don't understand that, listen to it again and really think about it. It makes a lot of
He
sense.
could have been some experiment, some wild fucking thing.
Anything
Like,
is possible,
just think of it, right? Think of it. Okay, this is Zexa's most fucking, I reckon, actual point so far that's got my brain going out of all of them. Because think of it, the government could have got together and gone, okay, what would happen if there was some type of influential cunt who's just come out? How would the world react? So they've got this fucking cunt who's actually some fucking US fucking Russian fucking Yugoslavian secret agent. They've gone, look, man, come out, start making a bunch of TikToks, podcasts, all this shit, acting like you're some fucking top dog trying to get men to rally together, and let's just see the reaction. It's built up this crazy tension between all of us young men, and then it gets to that boiling point, and they go, okay, yeah, arrest him. All of a sudden gone. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
I doubt it.
So you reckon he's actually just himself, or?
I think he's himself, man. I think the way, because if you look at the way it started, it's from not even him uploading TikToks. It was people uploading tips from his Hustlers University and posting
about
it on their
business
TikTok.
and
He
stuff,
didn't even
yeah.
have a TikTok, not once.
Yeah.
It was other people posting him.
Yeah,
And
but it could be
in the
part of the ploy,
in
man.
the age of TikTok, things just take off, and he just happened to take off of what he was saying. And it's possible, of course it's possible, but I don't know. I don't think it was some experiment or some fucking bullshit. I just think he was a lot of common sense, man. He's just a normal guy who happened. It's like us if we fucking popped off. A lot of what we say is just common sense. Well, me at least. I can't speak for you. Some things you say will get you cancelled instantly. But
cancel these fucking nuts, right? I've
it's just
told
a
you
lot
guys
of-
this fucking once. Cancel my fucking dick.
It's a lot of
bitches.
common sense. And when you look, everyone I speak to in real life, all the people in my immediate circle and people I know personally and have spoken to genuinely in real life have some level of common sense, and they more or less agree with what's right and what's wrong. Which is weird because when you take it to the media and you take it to the internet, everything seems so blown out of proportion, and there's so many
because
people
it's the fucking
who
internet.
seem to be for these ridiculous ideas that no one else seems to be for. It's like in schools when you see those articles that UK school is making teachers not use the word fucking breast milk or whatever. They have to say person milk and shit.
Oh
And
my
you know those
God.
stories you see?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, who is for that? Who is for that? It doesn't seem like anyone is. And then, the internet's just a wild place.
Only a few more, guys. Let's munch through these.
I got polls too on Instagram. What the fuck was that?
Who the fuck was that?
Fill him with the venom and eliminate mother with a minimum. I don't know the Eminem verse, but that was Godzilla he was trying to rap there.
Was that Holloway?
No, I
It
don't think-
sounded like
it
him.
sounded like Zexa. Holloway wouldn't do that.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do that.
So here's the name of the bird. Australian firehawks share distinctive behaviour
Australian
for which they
firehawk.
named the internationally spread fire by moving burning sticks from one location to another to force their prey that swoop in and pick up burning sticks in their beaks and talons that drop a kilometre away. So basically these birds, they pick up burning sticks and they chuck it at like active fires. So that during the bushfires, these birds are really active, up in the trenches, starting beef with the ops. Anyway, yeah.
I've heard of
Fuck,
this
these
bird.
birds
I
are
know what he's
crazy.
talking about. I've seen it before.
Australian firehawk. Of course, it's an Aussie bird. That's fucking nuts, man. I've never heard of that. That's fucked. So half the reason our fucking place is burning down twice a year is because of these fucking birds. Well, we got one more or two more.
Do you prefer Tim Tams or Oreos?
That was mum. Yeah. Fuck,
Yeah,
that
I was
mum.
wondering who that was at
Yeah.
first. That's a good question, actually, because I don't know.
Oh, it is a good question.
I'm on
eh?
the fence, actually. I was going to say Tim Tams, but then I think about
Yeah,
it.
because then, because Tim Tams, have you noticed if you've got a sweet tooth, it kind of starts to hurt your teeth because of how sweet it is, like chocolatey it is. But an Oreo, you can eat like the whole
I can't
pack.
agree with that. I don't know about that.
You know what you're talking about?
But
Okay.
the thing I was going to say is with these two snacks, they're never something I feel like.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if
yeah,
they're
yeah.
there and I
You
happen to eat
smash
one,
'em, you smash 'em.
you just keep eating them. But I never feel like, oh, actually, yesterday we went shopping and I was like, let's get some Tim Tams, and my missus didn't let me. But I thought, I could go for some Tim Tams.
The problem is, right, is I'll get a pack of fucking Tim Tams or Oreos, and I don't get to fucking eat any of them
Because someone else eats
because
them.
of fucking her, because of Chloe. She fucking eats them all before I get to eat one. I bought the fucking shit.
I'm pretty bad with snacks, but we're trying to save money, and I'm really bad. Every time I go into the shops, I'll grab muffins, I'll grab chocolate, I'll grab shit that goes off quickly. And I've already got my snacks.
You've
and I keep
added
trying to
50
buy
you've
snacks.
added $50
And
to the
Rose is
bill.
like, come on, you don't need Tim Tams. She was right. But maybe next time I'll get some Tim Tams. But Oreos, you have to get double stuffed.
I think
double cream.
I think Tim Tams for me. They're so yum.
I've had Oreos more recently. Tim Tams I haven't had in a while. But which kind of Tim Tams? I usually get the caramel one.
I like just normal, bro. I'm a
classic.
very plain guy. Everything for me is original flavor, juicy pussies. Once you start getting weird fucking double choc, fucking caramel swirl with fucking cum in the middle, nah. Just keep it.
I love caramel.
Keep it normal.
I don't know my answer, man. I really don't know. They're pretty even for me. It's a hard one.
Tim Tams for me. I've got the last one, which I'm going to assume it's Zexa. I fucking love this guy, man. I got to give it to him, man. It's given us a couple points to barrel off into, bro. So, fuck.
Anyway, so this is kind of about COVID. I know I'm going on about random shit a lot, and got to let other people talk. That's
At least he knows. Shout out you, man. At least he knows. Like, this is going on, bro. Fucking, I love it.
what you think. But anyway, so because I can't really go on the podcast, I know. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say, so during COVID or before COVID, so in 2011 there was this movie. I don't know what the name of it was. I think it was like Outbreak or something. The name of the movie. It literally details COVID from the If you watch the movie, I forgot the name of the movie. It's a 2011 movie.
It's a Chinese movie, isn't it?
2011 movie about COVID.
I know what he's talking about.
I know what he's talking
but
about.
I know he's talking about I think it's a Korean movie called Outbreak, the earlier one. But
Contagion. That's the name of the movie. Yeah. Anyway, that movie literally details what happened during COVID, and this movie came out in 2011. So like 9 or 10 years before COVID.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is one scene how they're like putting people in like coffins with the digger, the digger, and that was like the exact same scene they've recreated in real life, if that makes sense. Like in New York, they were putting like people's coffins because they couldn't touch the actual, they were using diggers and stuff. It's pretty weird.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
But what's more interesting, what a lot of people don't know about coronavirus, there's many coronaviruses that have been around for a long time. There was a movie that had a coronavirus. I wasn't thinking of Contagion. The one that weirds me out more is a couple months before COVID popped up. A couple months. Netflix released a documentary called, it was called Pandemic or something. And it was a documentary about what would happen if the world had a global pandemic again. And no one talks about it. I remember seeing this with my own eyes a couple months
before
COVID happened, which was pretty weird. And they're talking about all this shit. They're like, maybe it would be a coronavirus, a possible coronavirus.
Yeah, it is.
Super weird stuff with these movies and shit, man.
It's all premeditated stuff. They're trying to get into the people's subconscious. So then when it does happen, yeah, people panic, but then the most of us go,
Predictive program.
It's a, you know, we
Same
can
with the aliens, man.
we can live with it. We can be okay, or we just might run out of toilet paper. Like, no, because they've been fucking putting it in your brains for the past 2 years with subliminal messages, so you think it's okay, but it's not okay.
Did you see that Chinese scientists were able to grow deer antlers in mice recently?
Like on mice?
So they took
That's fucked.
they took the cells responsible for the rapid growth of deer antlers from the deer, implanted it in the forehead of the mice, and within a couple of days they started growing lumps on their forehead
Like horns,
that
yeah.
had, you know, like keratin and bone and shit in them. And they're saying it's a step in the right direction for being able to make humans regrow their limbs and shit.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I'm all for it, like especially like war veterans and that, like they fucking lost an arm and shit, like in the line of fire, like the Call of Duty and that, but fuck,
Bionics
man,
are
that
getting
is
pretty good too
scary,
anyway, man. Have you seen
Yeah, I mean,
bionic
robot arms, yeah, but
they spin around and shit. I've seen people walking
but
around.
imagine your arms
fucking-
and but like it grows back perfect except for your fingers. You've only got like 2 fingers and shit. like you just deal with it.
You got like a bird claw in here.
Yeah, fucking scary. That's fucking scary shit, man. I don't know. It's always a Chinese dude
Yeah, it
as
is
well
always a
doing these
Chinese-
fucking
you know,
weird shit.
Australia are pretty in the science field. Australia's pretty up there, you know.
Bro, we invented Wi-Fi, cunt.
Did a lot of
So
shit.
this is brought to you by our Australian Wi-Fi.
We also
like-
invented the 8-hour work day. So if you next time
Yeah.
you're sludging away at work for 8 hours, you can thank Australia.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to Instagram polls. I might have to retire these Instagram polls, you know. Might be time to move on now that we got the speak pipe.
Yeah, I
We'll
mean,
see.
it's something we can talk about, bro, because maybe you can just do like 2 polls.
Maybe, and then just
That's it.
we'll
Or just come up with a theme, yeah, for the speak pipe,
But
yeah.
anyway, I said, well, speaking of which, I said, what would you like to see on FireCast? Wow.
Is there a lot?
Oh my god.
Really?
Megalodon says, Joey's beautiful eyes. Well, you'll see a lot more of that. Zexa says, some rapping, lol, like DZ freestyle. Maybe sometime.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when we get rappers on, if we get rappers on,
Yeah, do a bit of
we'll do a
cypher.
cypher. You know, a little throw on freestyle, old school style. Aaron says, bigger variety of guests. We're working on it. You know, it's hard for these people. Aaron also says more women as well. To this day, we've only had one woman on the show, Sally, Heal My Health. If the time comes, they'll be on. Pierce says, DZ's Okras. That's on the Patreon, bro.
What the hell's an okra?
Cock and pig Latin.
Okra, okay.
Carl Whitehill says, fishing segment. Well, you got a little bit of that.
Hey, I'm telling you, once I start catching some shit, man, I'll fucking...
Imagine we go out like in the wild and actually
Yeah,
do like
film a video,
sitting
bro,
on
yeah.
a fucking little cliff throwing the line in. Carl Whitehill says 1 million views. It's coming, bro. It's coming. Oz Collective says a fireworks special for New Year's Eve. That's an interesting one. Imagine we're just sitting there watching the fireworks and shit.
I'm in this trade, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
I'm in.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Plays out. Infamous Z says a graphic murder. Maybe. Friendly Fire keeps getting on my nerves.
What do you mean, like you want to see it murder someone, like how to get rid of the body live and that?
Then I said, do you listen to Friendly Fire or DZ music? 100% for yes. That's 20 votes. New music's coming.
Hey, shout out if you still are, man. I know, especially from me, I've been very slow lately, but like I said, I'm trying to fucking make this bag, man.
I'm working on
yeah.
something epic. It's going to be huge. Shout out Jazz has been helping me out. A lot of names I won't reveal yet. I won't say much, but it's coming.
There's still music from By Stephen Holloway. Moby, I know Moby's just fucking deleted every social because he's fucking pumping out music. So there is music. There's music. It's just I've just been slow. So.
Check out the website. Go check out our music. You know. Then I said, should kids be taught pronouns in school? 4 votes
Good
for
question.
yes, 17 votes for no.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think it's fucking important. Who cares about that shit?
I think what should be taught is no pronouns. There's male and female. You're a her or a him, but get taught that if someone thinks that they are something different, that it's okay, and that they shouldn't be, bullied or harassed for it. But that person who feels like that should then also, you know, take it on the chin. Okay, I think I'm different. But then don't go out on the street fucking protesting and fucking causing a ruckus over it over the internet and shit like that. So it's okay and it's acceptable, but don't be a fuckwit about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you guys catch the vibe? Do you understand what I'm trying to say here?
I don't think kids need to know. I don't think it's
it's fine
because until you're old enough.
Yeah, until you're old enough to understand that you yourself
18, you can make those decisions, man. Because I saw a video clip of a Netflix show that came out, a kid's show, and it's like this fucking cow, and the cow's explaining to the fucking adult cow that's like, well, I'm not he or she, I'm a non-binary, you know.
I'm a non-binary cow.
But it's like they're teaching that to kids, and it's like, man, it's not really, kids don't know. And then you see these stories of like the parents giving a fucking 8-year-old beta blockers or whatever because they want to. Yeah. It's like you're not old enough to fucking know left from right.
See, I don't like that because that's called manipulation.
Yeah,
that's manipulating a young kid into altering their thinking. That's not cool. That's illegal. Like, that's called mind control. You're not allowed to do that.
If your 8-year-old kid says, I feel like a boy or a girl, they're just going to have to stick it out until they're old enough, because kids go through phases all the time.
Exactly.
You don't know. A kid that young is not in the position to make that decision. And have you seen the video of like Joe Biden, right? This is a little bit off topic, but similar. I saw a clip of Joe Biden years ago when he was a bit younger, talking about his views on marriage. And he's saying, like, marriage is between a man and a woman, you know, marriage, blah, blah, blah. And then now in 2023, another clip of him, and he's, like, all for the gay marriage and all for this. And it just goes to show, like...
how they change the narrative.
You don't really know a politician's true views ever. Because everything a politician spouts is the views of their handlers.
Yeah.
You don't know where their beliefs really lie. And it's a bit the same with this... pronouns shit, man. It's all about pronouns. It's all about, but like, kids should not be the focus. Why is it the kids even in the equation?
Leave the kids out of it.
Kids don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man.
Yeah, leave them out of it.
Kids don't know anything.
It's very slack when people try, like, that's why it's...
If you turn 18 and you slack. Still feel out of the ordinary and you really want to go down that path, then fair enough, and people should respect you. But it doesn't need to be taught in schools, in my opinion.
Not when you're fucking 5 years old.
Instead of teaching about pronouns, they should teach about respect. Different thing, you know?
Or teach kids how to fucking trade so they can make money when they're older, you fucking pussies.
And then I said...
You pipsqueaks.
Would you say your lifestyle's healthy? 41% said yes, 59% said no. Would you say your lifestyle's healthy?
Definitely not healthy, but a lot better than what it was.
There's always room for improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Then I said, what is a genius idea you have come up with? This would be a good speak pipe, you know.
Okay.
Mum says, if I had a genius idea, I'd be rich. Megalodon says, everything I do.
Fucking oath, mate. Fucking oath.
Zexa says, water coming from air in hot environments like evaporation water bottles.
I
mean...
This kid's onto something, man. I'm telling you.
Bro,
so you
how
get
do
a
you
bottle,
do that, though?
But inside the bottle, it's that hot, it starts making you liquid. Could be done, man.
Maybe.
This kid... Zexa, man, listen to me, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. You're onto something. I just feel like it's just, you're onto something. I don't know what though. Like,
Erin has a few brilliant ideas. Erin says, dog park that has a large indoor/outdoor area for when it rains.
That's a good idea.
I'm sure that exists somewhere. Erin also says, also has a cafe attached, would thrive in rich people's suburbs.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
But then your dogs start punching on where you're having a croissant and a coffee.
You gotta spill coffee all over yourself because your dog's fucking getting mauled.
Billy, stop fighting.
Erin says, beneficial for when it rains so dogs can still get out. She's really into this idea. You might have to get a patent going, you know, draw some blueprints up. Erin says, and dog owners can be chilling. And she also says, sunbaking chair with attached retractable visor for when your face covering. That's like a sunbed you sit on that's got like a helmet that comes down.
Fucking lazy bitches. But not a bad idea though.
Aaron's funny, man. I hope you're well. I haven't seen you in a while. You was a good friend in school. Piers says, I created this app called Uber.
Shut up. Shut the hell up, man.
Carl Whitehill says, if I was Prime Minister, there's a new law that no one is allowed to go fishing unless their name is Carl Whitehill or if they have written and signed permission from him. So
honestly, bro.
Carl's idea is to ban fishing for everyone except himself.
No, honestly, it's not a fucking... With all the Chinese people out there and they're fucking... Like, they catch a fish this big.
A problem.
They catch a fish this big and they keep it. Like, fuck, mate. You know what I mean?
Have you actually heard that there's debate now going on because octopus farming is kind of... Like, octopus are really hard to breed in captivity. Like, it's almost impossible. But apparently they're kind of having breakthroughs and they want to kind of farm octopus. And then people are saying, like, can an animal that's this smart... Is it right to farm them? You know, like they're smarter than, you know, cats and dogs and shit.
Yeah, just
you know?
let them be, bro.
Should they be farmed? I don't know, because you know, octopus.
Let them be, man. Let them be.
I don't think they should be, but Oz Collective says a bed made from straws. I think I know what they're saying, like plastic, recycling the plastic and shit, which. Recycled you know what's weird to me is the whole plastic thing. We got rid of plastic straws and all this and plastic shit.
For what are we using now? Cardboard or
cardboard. You know, you go to Woolies, right? You
Worse,
you can't find plastic forks and spoons anymore. It's all wooden. Yeah, wood. But like, is that making that much of a difference? I feel like there's a lot of other things we could use recyclables for before. That would make a bigger impact than fucking forks and spoons.
It doesn't make a difference. What it's made a difference is that this cardboard shit's probably cheaper to fucking make,
that's
bro.
what I'm
That's
saying,
all it
bro.
is, bro. That's all it.
Nothing
everything's
ever
got
changes.
to do with money.
Exactly. Unless they can benefit from it, they will not fucking do it.
Exactly. Everything's got to do with money.
So they benefit from it in some way, and then they spin it like, "Look at us, we're taking care of them." They don't give a fuck unless if they're doing anything good, it's because they're benefiting from it in some profitable way.
And then dickheads like fucking you believe it.
And last one, debate says, no comment because it's going to make me rich. Keeping your cards close to your chest, smart man.
Fair enough.
All right, and that was it, man. Then I just said leave a speak pipe for tomorrow's episode. So,
bro.
If you don't know, the speak pipes in our link trees, I will put it on the website. I haven't yet. These ants bite me in my sleep. Are fucking getting on my nerves, man. I got bites all over me, bro. I'm itchy all day. It's fucking annoying.
DZ's going through an ant infestation problem.
It's bad. It's bad. We've put ant shit everywhere all over the house. They still keep coming back, man. They're coming back for my sweet drawer.
That's why. So get rid of that, and you won't have fucking ants coming in.
But they're not in there. They're actually not in there. But they're fucking in my bed and shit. They're fucking everywhere in the house.
I'm going to get stopped out, boys. Yeah. Pussies. That's all right. First loss in fucking ages.
Well, you're multitasking.
Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, man. Hey,
I think that's it, bro.
Appreciate everyone for sending a fucking message and leaving us a voicemail, man. That shit's fucking cool as fuck. That people
next week we'll come up with,
a theme.
We'll come up with something you can leave your opinions. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Shout out Joey. It's not here. Shout out everybody. Shout out TJM Records. Shout
Episode
out
58,
Zexa,
right?
Our biggest fan, 58, man. What I want to ask you. If you haven't noticed, first of all, if you watched the YouTube, you might have noticed our filters changed. We had the old style video filter. It's a bit of a orange. What is this one? It's like it's different now.
This is called aging.
And then also, the thumbnails have changed. They're AI generated, right?
Yes.
What was the last episode? What the fuck was that? The lizard with what did you type in to get that? I'm curious.
I typed in, right, I promise you, I typed in something along the lines of like doctor who's going to amputate someone who has staph in their leg, and it gave me a little crocodile doctor.
What?
Yeah, swear to God. That's why I used it. It was like a little Easter egg.
I was wondering. I'm like, what is this?
Little Easter egg.
Because usually every other episode, the recent ones that are AI generated, they kind of match the episode title. And I saw this one, the episode's title, He Almost Lost a Leg. And it's a fucking crocodile with a fucking stethoscope or something. I'm like, what the
doctor?
What the fuck is this?
It's a Thailandian doctor.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, check the YouTube thumbnails.
Yep.
you'll know what we're talking about.
But YouTube's been popping off too, man. I think we're about to hit 1K views on the Safe Boys episode with Dusty Red. So
Good shit, man. How many subscribers you got?
2,700.
Almost 3K. Go follow the YouTube if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Check out the website, tripjacketapparel.com.
That's it, man.
Tripjacketmafia.com.
Juicy pussies.
And the next one.